Now, some of you watching don't agree with me, but here's the reality. The Department of Education isn't in the business of dictating what happens to all the local schools. Instead, its job is to ensure all schools follow essential laws that protect children, especially the most vulnerable children in America. But I know there's some naysayer watching right now that's saying the Department of Education has been failing for years. We should just get rid of it. Every time I post something about the Department of Education, I get flooded with comments that say this. But really, all I have to ask when I see that is, do we even know what the Department of Education does? Because from the way that people talk, you'd think they were running every single last school in America like the National Principal's Office or something. But if you take a moment to look into how education funding works in the United States, you would see that's not what they're about. The US Department of Education isn't dealing with things like what books your child will read in school or how many years of algebra they need to suffer through. What they do handle is funding. Title I money for schools in low-income areas, Pell Grants so that more students can go to college, and special education support through IDEA. They also want to make sure that states are actually following education laws, like protecting students with disabilities and enforcing Title IX. And let me be crystal clear, this isn't just about managing paperwork. This is about making sure the most vulnerable kids in America, kids growing up with disabilities, kids growing up in poverty, and kids from historically marginalized communities are getting the education that they deserve.